to give us better performance, I prefer the 5 minutes. So you just need daily 1 hour and 5 minutes candle to become successful and to pass your next ProFirm challenge. I personally believe that you are trading too many concepts in relation to ICT. This simple ICT concept has the capacity to change your life forever. Pay attention. You don't need any fancy names. All you need is just one candle and we are good to go. So what you want to do is, this works on any pair. So we are going to be using this Oxy dollar pair. Then we'll go to gold. Then I'll show you more examples. All right. So the first thing is, when you go to the daily time frame, you have to check the whole chart, right? You have to check the whole candles. Okay, so amongst all the candles, which one is the smallest? Let's say you are on this particular day, you are on this day, which is on Thursday, right? And you want to take trade on Friday. So you have to check Thursday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, which candle is the smallest. If it's an inside bar candle, it's very, very nice. So if previous day was an inside day, it's very, very okay. All right, so on this case, on this day, we're going to use this example. So once we have been able to mark out our candle, as you see, this candle formed within what the Wednesday candles range. All right, so we want to be trading in ranges, and this is quite simple. Okay, so we'll delete this. I just use that to explain to you. So we'll go to the 1 hour time frame. So we just need 3 time frames for this particular method. It's very, very simple. The first thing that you want to do is identify the daily candle, right? Which we have done, and we've marked the highs and the lows, which is our ranges. So as you can see, this whole look at that, this whole day formed within the previous day's range. All right, so which means that there are liquidity already lying in these zones. So we have liquidity here, we have liquidity here. Okay, so we want price to sweep liquidity from one particular direction, and this sweep is very, very important. If it happens, let's say we have, as you can see, this is exactly 25 pips sweep, 25 pips sweep. Look at that, this is exactly 25 pips sweep, and this is an indicator that, okay, price will literally reverse. Now if you don't find that, it's fine, but anytime you see that, it's actually a plus to your confluence. The next thing we want to see is, this was the candle that swept liquidity. We are not taking trade on that candle. We are waiting for the next candle to form, which is the next hourly candle, and in this case, this was the candle. And what are the characteristics of the next candle? We don't want this candle to close above this candle high. If it does, then we are not going to take the sell, right? So wait for price to close below. So price can wick it, but let the body close below the candle. All right, when that happens, then we have our setup. So we'll go to the 5 minute. 5 minutes is actually our entry time frame. Okay, so let me cut this out so that you can understand what I'm doing better. So this is the candle that confirmed our trade to the downside. So we'll go to the 5 minute time frame, and what are we looking for? On the 5 minute time frame, we can see that price already swept liquidity to the upside, even caused a break of market structure. Of course, this break of market structure, it is not our main reason why we are selling, but if we see this, then it's actually a great confluence. Remember, I already showed us why we are looking for the sales. First, we check the previous day candle, we check for inside day daily candle, and mark the highs and the low. We look for the 1 hour sweep. All right, so if that happens in specific time of the day, very nice. As you can see, this happened, the sweep happened 1 p.m. GMT plus 1 time and 8 a.m. EST time, which is New York time, as you can see right there. So the next thing we want to do and want to check out for is quite simple. The next thing we want to look out for is quite simple. And now we have confirmed this is a 2 o'clock candle. We are waiting for the 3 p.m. candle. So as you can see, we have the 3 p.m. candle formed. Now, what exactly is order block? Order block is the last buying candle before the sell, last selling candle before the buy. Now, if you look at this real quick, you can see we have consecutive candles, and this is what order block is all about. If we go to previous chart and we see, look at this just to show you what it looks like. So we have this, and what happened? Price broke structure, came, reacted, and pushed down. The same thing happened here. So long we have been able to identify our directional bias, and we have been able to get access to sweep of liquidity, then we can start looking for entries. So what we want to look out for next is quite simple. The next thing is we can literally draw this whole zone as our order block. So I'm going to use my tool, which is, so we have this zone. So what we could do is we enter based on the 50%. I personally like entry based on 50%, and my stop loss little bit closer, but that's a little bit tight because of spread. You can just give it a little bit of buffer, but I think I'm okay with that. And one of the reasons why I'm okay with that is simply because of my timing secret. Okay, you want to learn more about that, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more video. So we can target 1 to 3, target 1 to 4, target 1 to 5. But in this case, I'm going to target 1 to 3. Okay, of course, even if price tends to give me more entry opportunities, 1 to 3 is enough. With 1 to 3, you can do a lot. I tell you the truth. With 1 to 3, you can do a lot. And with 1 to 3, you can easily get in and get out as soon as possible. Right? So the next thing that we're looking out for is we want to wait for price to get into our order block. So in this case, we already tagged. So if you entered based on the open of the candle order block, it's fine. And at times, if you take take trades too much on the 50%, probably at times you can miss the trade, but it's okay. I personally like it that way because it gives me higher risk to reward ratio. Okay, so all right, so as you can see, in less than 20 minutes, in exactly 20 minutes, we have hit 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so let's go and let me show you another example on gold. Now, this is another example on gold, and this was an inside day. Look at that. This day was an inside day, right? Look at everything formed within this previous day's range. Okay, so in this case, what we want to do is we can actually do this on sessions as well, right? So in this case, where is our Asian session high? We have our Asian session here. So you just have to go to the chart and do some practice and see exactly how these things work. So this is our Asian low. All right, so this is the 7 a.m. candle GMT plus 1 time. Okay, so what we can see immediately that happened is this. So we could say we can actually take our trade from this because this has given us what? This has given us our confirmation. However, if we go to the lower time frame, probably we wouldn't have seen this. And mind you, this is London session. So let's go to 5-minute time frame. I will show you. Then also look at this. Now understand this. There's what's called the pre-London session open, and there is what's called the pre-London session manipulation. And that manipulation often occurs prior to the actual London open. So if it does not happen, it has to happen between the first 2 hours of the London session. All right. So on this particular day, we had a sweep confirmation. We had another one there. So let's go to our entry time frame, which is 5-minute time frame. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is, all right, so this was the 7 o'clock candle, and where's the 8 o'clock candle? This is the 8 o'clock candle right here. So the 8 o'clock candle started from here. 8 o'clock, that's GMT plus 1 time. Okay, from here till this point. So this was the 8 o'clock candle, right? So this was actually a confirmation that we should short. However, if you look at this very, very well, there was no change in state of delivery. All right. So as a result of that, we have to wait patiently. And what happened? 9 o'clock candle came in and swept that high. So the 9 o'clock candle gave us a sweep. Okay. And we are still not going to enter based on that. Why? Because there is no change in state of delivery here as well. And also remember, this was a sweep. We are waiting for the next candle to give us confirmation. So 10 o'clock candle give us the confirmation right here. So this was the 10 o'clock candle. This was where it ended. 10 o'clock candle ended here from this point to this point. All right. So this was the 10 o'clock candle. So let's go to the 1 hour so that I can show you again. So on the 1 hour, we have it like this. Sorry. Okay. So we have it here. This is the 10 o'clock candle. And this 11 o'clock candle is where we're looking for confirmation. So we have seen that, okay, this 11 o'clock candle closed and it did not close above this candle. All right. So for example, let's say we were able to identify this as our sweep. Okay. 10 o'clock candle swept again, but closed below this candle. So automatically we can start looking for sales from the first minute of the 11 o'clock candle, right? So let's go to 5-minute time frame and let's do this together. Meanwhile, please smash the like button in case you have not, so that we can reach a larger number of people. So now that we've established that this is the first candle of what? Of the 11 o'clock candle. So we'll mark that out. So we're looking for sales from the first candle of the 11 o'clock candle. However, we have to check where is our order block. Remember, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 candles to where? To the upside, and this becomes our change in state of delivery. This here, right there. So two things, we can look for our entries here, which is immediately that happen. So we can look for entry. And where's our entry? 50%, right? And where is our 50%? These are 50%. That's sniper entry, guys. Okay. So you can, like I said, you can put a little bit of buffer, but this is, even though it's gold, I know that if price comes and violates this high, then the sell is no longer valid. And the same thing I would do, I would target my 1, 2, 3 and I'm off the chart. Or I can decide to look at this. So what price was doing pre-London session or the first hour of the London session is to create liquidity point for us. So we could choose to target that, this particular low. So for me, instead of me, let's say this is my target, I like targeting a little bit higher, so that at least, because we give the market its opportunity and it's the chance to do its thing, right? So basically, once we've been able to identify that, we are good to go, right? Now that's one aspect. So let's say you are not able to catch this trade, probably you are not confident of this changing state of delivery. So I think we can take this off now. Let's assume that you are not confident enough with that and you were waiting for probably a momentum shift, market structure shift right here. So the same process, because we are not actually expecting price to take out this high at all again. So the day that price takes out this high again, it means that we are not trading the rights, meaning our analysis was not correct. So we stay off the chart, because this was the candle that swept liquidity. All the liquidity have been swept. So if I'm coming, let me do this. Okay, this is gold. So gold, we could check for 75 pips stop hunt. So this is gold. This is still 25 pips. For gold, I prefer 50 pips to 75 pips stop hunt. Okay, so it will give you more confirmation that you are actually on the right track. So In this case, where is our order block? The same thing. The same thing. So we have this one. So look at this. So we have this as our order block here like this. So if we go to the 15-minute time frame, we'll find out that probably this is a 15-minute order block. Let's check it out. So on the 15 minutes, even though we are not entering on the 15 minutes, this is for educational purpose. Like I said, our entries should be what on the 5 minutes. So on the 15 minutes, you can see it real clearly there. This was the order block on 15 minutes, and you pull that up, and that's it. So let's say you enter on the 15 minutes, you would have still gotten your entry, but to give us better performance, I prefer the 5 minutes. So you just need daily 1 hour and 5 minutes candle to become successful and to pass your next ProFirm challenge. It's quite simple. Okay, this is how to do it, and when you understand it, you are good to go. So if we go to the 5-minute time frame, you will see the same process on the 5-minute time frame. So assuming that this was the zone you were able to pick as what, as your let's say this was the zone you were able to pick as what, as your order block, right? You would have also gotten an opportunity to what, to also enter the trade even with a better risk to reward ratio. Okay, so but in this case, if your spread is very high, obviously, okay, obviously spread will take you out. But if you are using a low spread broker just like me, look at, see that right there, it was not triggered. So even if we pull that, you can see it was not triggered. So I would have still been in this trade. And of course, like I said, always put a little bit buffer on your trade and you are good to go. In case you want to learn exactly how I apply this on my daily trading, I have a lot of method I used to enter the trade, and all of this method, they are interconnected. Once you have an understanding of them, you can improve the way you trade. In case you really want to learn with me, I urge you to check the video description, join my free Telegram channel, and as well, in case you want to join my VIP premium services, reach out to me, and have a nice day.